What is data? Data are raw facts. That means the facts that have not been processed to explain their meaning. Now, anything that needs memory for storage is data. It can be in the form of audio, video, images, characters, or numbers. Now, when that data is processed to explain its meaning, we get information. For example, all of this is data, but we cannot understand what that means unless we process it, like this table. To generate useful information, we need to generate data properly and store it in a way that it is easy to retrieve the data so that we can access and process it. Now, what is a database? Every business needs to keep data about their customers, their products, their employees, and their money. This data could range from a few megabytes to a few terabytes. Thus, efficient data management is required. And then database comes into the picture. Now, database is actually a shared integrated computer structure that stores end user data and metadata. Shared because a lot of different businesses can share that computer. Okay, that means the same database. Now, end user data is the raw facts of interest to the user of certain products, and metadata is additional description of the data which increases the value and use of the data. Now, what is database management system then? We have our data in the database, but user cannot store or access the data directly to or from the database. Database management system does that job. So, database management system is a collection of programs that manages the database structure and also controls the access to the data that is stored in the database. So, it is sort of an intermediary between the database and the user, and the only way to access the data in the database is through database management system. Okay. Now, suppose let's consider the database as a well organized closet that belongs to a toddler who is actually a user. Now, the toddler cannot grab his stuff from the closet, nor can he arrange the closet himself. He needs his mother to do so. So, mother here acts as an intermediary who arranges the closet and gives the child everything he needs. So, mother here acts as the database management system. Database management system manages data in the database. It receives the request from the user. Of course, DBMS performs some complex operations that is hidden from the user, and then finally fetches the data from the database to provide the user with the answers. So, to be accurate, database structure is a collection of files, and DBMS is a software that manages the database structure. So, obviously, data is extremely important considering the fact that it provides us with information, and DBMS makes data management very smooth and efficient. But there are a lot more advantages of database management system. So, let's see the advantages of database management system. Now, DBMS helps to share the data from the database with multiple users at the same time. For example, Google. Of course, it doesn't respond to just one user at a time. It is estimated that it responds to almost 40,000 requests every second. So, database management system helps to share the data with multiple users at the same time. Also, database management system combines data and stores it in a comprehensive manner as per the requirement of different users. Now, suppose in an organization there are 10 employees. All of them have stored some data about a woman named Mary Ann. Now, DBMS will make sure to identify the relation between all these data and make sure to store all of them in a comprehensive manner so that it is easily and efficiently available without any insecurities, without inconsistencies. So that takes us to some more advantages of database management system. We've already seen data sharing amongst multiple users, but multiple users can have different views of data. There is better data security, controlled redundancy. Data redundancy refers to the duplication of data. So DBMS prevents data redundancy, hence it saves our storage and improves the access time. Then there is data integrity to make sure the information is valid. No unauthorized access. Now, someone may be allowed to read and as well as write. Some may be allowed to read, write as well as share the data. So, unauthorized access is prevented. Also, there is better decision making when the arrangement of data is efficient and precise. The decision making gets better and hence there are very few data inconsistencies. So those were the advantages of DBMS, but it also has some disadvantages like the DBMS implementation cost is high, it is expensive and it is a complex system to understand. Size of database goes on increasing along with the amounts of data. If the database fails, all of the data is lost. So that was all about the basics of DBMS.